Welcome back to the Cosmic Kickback. As always, I got my co-host Nick with me.
Hi.
And we have a very special guest on our little pod today. Would you like to give him a quick introduction, Nick, and he can tell him who he is?
Yeah, so we have our friend Jonathan Sanchez, known him since high school.
Let's go! All
right, let's contain the excitement.
Okay, my bad.
He's been in Korea for probably a little bit over a year. Yeah. And he just got back in San Antonio. You know, we're just going to talk about like how his experience was there. I'm really happy that he's back. And yeah, we were just hanging out earlier today. You know, we were talking about how everything's changed. Like,
yeah, bro, it's been crazy.
When you're gone for a year, a lot can change.
We've been hanging out all day.
Yeah. Pretty much. Earlier we were actually cooking, bro.
I got Nick dropped some beef in a.
I saw on YouTube this like tutorial to make corned beef.
Oh, you're making corned beef.
And so I got all these like spices and shit. We like kind of cooked them, then we grounded them, and we put them in an ice chest because I don't have like one of those things you need it for.
Oh, dude. And
then I put some beer, some water, all the spices, and then we're gonna leave it in there for like a week because that's the brine.
Yeah. Okay.
So he helped me out.
Are you gonna feed the boys?
If y'all want, it's like a 5-pound brisket.
Okay, we'll be good then.
Yeah, bro. We can brisket. Get a sandwich.
Okay, well, let's get right into this.
I'm excited, bro. We can stay here for 3 hours.
Fucking old episode. Okay, so we're gonna ask our friend Jonathan here a couple questions about his time in Korea. You were in North or South Korea?
Definitely South. If I were in North, I would be here.
Definitely South.
He made it out, so he's here.
He would have given us some intel. That would have been pretty crazy.
He would have come back as like in 5 parts.
He would have got mailed back
like
in different boxes.
His head. But how was it over there? Like, just first talk about like you spent a lot of time on base first, and then you said you had to get privileges as your time went on.
So when I first arrived in Korea, there was a lot more, freedom to going off post, going to explore the cities, which are really nice, especially when you go to like the capital of South Korea, which is Seoul.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it was around March of 2019 is when this whole COVID thing started coming up, and I just remember hearing them like send out messages, and these messages would say like there's like some sort of virus in the air, and then they just said, hey, we're going to keep you all on post, so cancel all plans. We're going to be on lockdown and stuff. And then soon after, months rolled on by, and we're pretty much like getting closer to like the end of 2019. And as soon as we got into winter, things just went for the worst, and then I heard about the States. Sounds so stupid, but
did that really affect your work?
Wait, so hang on, let's work quick. Did you heard about the coronavirus all the way back in March of 2019?
It was around springtime or something like that.
Oh, dude, that's like a whole year before we even talked about it over here.
Yeah.
Like I guess
1 year later, I would be.
I don't know. I guess I just wanted to keep up with everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's how hard these dudes kept. Dude, a whole year.
They kept it was around March.
Yeah, because I know they lied about it. Like.
It was the Chinese people, right?
It was China. It was around March that we were planning to go. Like it was we were planning to go to like Seoul mid-March and stuff, and that's when they said just cancel all plans. We're gonna be in lockdown for whoever we didn't know how long we were gonna be on lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
And at the point, I was just like, you know what? If that's the case, I'm just gonna stay on base and probably not go out. But whatever time I did go out, it was, nice places. There were pretty good restaurants. The ramen, pretty good.
I'm sure that was really good.
Oh yeah, top tier. Korean barbecue. Honestly, if I had to compare that to like the barbecue we have here in the States,
the southern states too.
Yeah. Honestly, I would have to go to all this like the States barbecue because if. Korean barbecue, yeah, it's like a nice experience, to try it, to see what it's like. You see it on TV and social media. All it really is just like you're just throwing meat like on a hot plate and it just cooks it.
Throwing some meat in a pan.
And I tried like different places. Like, there's just one that was a buffet, and then there's another one that was just more of a you get rice, a few side dishes, and
side pieces. Yeah,
yeah.
Feel that.
And you get you get to choose whatever meat you want. But like the one that was like a buffet, you can choose whatever meat you want. Like you get more than just one piece of meat. That's like cool. Pork, duck, beef.
Did you try duck?
Yeah.
How's duck taste?
No different from bacon. It tastes tastes like bacon, kind of. Yeah.
Interesting.
And then pretty much that's it. Like I was actually surprised. There was just one time I was like getting close to getting out of Korea, and there was like an actual barbecue, like there was actual brisket.
So like American type.
Pretty much. And I was surprised because I was kind of skeptic about it. And I was like, am I gonna try it? And I'm just gonna hate it. And
it's like having Mexican food in Seattle. Something like that.
Oh, they tried it with the Mexican. It was just tacos.
They tried it. Was it good?
No. All they had, like I said, it's always just tacos. That's it. I'm like, I'll give them points for trying. But, other than that, just pretty much it was life on base. The only thing I can really do was just work, enjoy my time off, and sleep or go to the gym. And that was pretty much it.
How was what?
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say if you picked up any Korean while you were there.
No.
Not at all.
No, I didn't even try.
Pause, bro.
I didn't even try.
Pause, though.
There were guys who tried, but it wasn't gonna work out.
Like you said, they were guys. Like they were dudes.
No. But most of the guys that tried, they all regretted their decisions. I'm not gonna say it, but they're not worth it.
The language?
Not so much the language. You can
get they're not like attractive.
No, it's not so much that.
The guys?
It's like you're pretty much just wasting your time there with them. You're like I said, I'm not gonna say it. It's just like I don't want to throw them out there for anyone who.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think we have any listeners in Asia. So.
We only have we have some in Germany.
It might make its way over.
Yeah. It'll slowly get into China, then get over to the Korea.
The weather was crazy. I will tell you, the weather was crazy though too. Like
it snowed, right? Didn't it snow in December?
It did. Yeah, a couple of times everything froze over. Wow. There are times where like they said we're gonna go outside, and I was like, no, let's not go outside. And there was just one time I slept down a hill because I was too impatient walking down the stairs when everybody's taking their time. I was like, can I, just hurry up? And I just went down the hill and then I slid down. What was it?
Show them
the We just showed Sanchez
the summer weather was probably the worst. I'm used to the cold, especially when I went to all the training, and I pretty much lived in the cold pretty much. The summer weather was worse because they call it's humid. Very humid, and not to mention, especially since you're like more closer to the ocean.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, and then with rain, which made it worse.
Oh, you said there was a monsoon warning.
Monsoon season is basically another. It's like basically typhoon weather, I guess you can say. Because there was one time I was getting out of work and it said, hey, someone said, hey, go get groceries or whatever you need, necessities, take them back to your room as soon as you can. You guys are going to close the stores on base. So making quick stops, go back to your room and just stay there. Well, you might have to miss a few days of work or something because there was actually a hurricane coming and stuff. And it hit, and I just remember looking at the window and all the trees were just falling apart. There was a lot of rain.
Wow.
It was mostly flooded after that for a few days, and then it just died down.
That's insane.
Photos of typhoon.
Yeah, I noticed it because I remember when I got out of work, it was very cloudy and it was very windy, nice and cool. But I realized that this weather wasn't nice. It wasn't. I can tell something's gonna happen.
Damn.
But
wow.
Yeah, it pretty much monsoon season starts from July and pretty much ends when fall, I guess, usually hits, and then. Yeah, I'm lucky I got out of there before it started again. Who knows what the weather would have been like now.
Yeah. So, You want to like talk about like specifically what you did like for your work on base? I know you talked when I texted you. You said you like would work on vehicles and do like kind of mechanic stuff.
Yeah, so I am a mechanic. That usually like I work on like certain vehicles. They're not so much tanks, but they do have like the tracks like of a tank. Mm-hmm. They're more like carrier type vehicles. They just are usually meant for like camping and command posts, pretty much. And,
like on base vehicles.
No, you can take them out to the field and everything. They're just not meant for combat. The ones I worked on, except for usually one I worked on.
This dude Sam just farted.
The podcast dog just dropped a quick
shark.
But there was one vehicle that's actually like more of like a. We did take it out to the field and it would actually shoot like pods out. So it's more like it's like a rocket launcher, but they would shoot pods or whatever out there that were non-explosive, just for training missions, I guess, in case something happened with us in the north.
What was the name of the base?
Camp Casey. It was a small base. There was a lot of like decent bases in Korea.
Nice.
But Casey was probably one of the smallest, I guess. My opinion.
Some K-pop came up when Nick looked it up.
Oh, Camp Casey.
Yeah.
I heard Casey.
I don't know what you were typing in. So how much did you ever go out off base and just go explore South Korea? How often did you ever do that? And go out on the town?
Maybe like every few, like mainly I went off to, like during the weekends, and then especially during around like I went off like a couple times during the holidays, especially since we usually get like military, I usually get like time off probably or right around the holidays. So I just went off to like some of the malls. They were nice. I will tell you this: if anyone who's down to go to Korea, y'all can try to go to Seoul, like I said, and you can try going to some place called Lotte World Mall. It's a very nice mall. Like it's pretty much big. It's like a tower, I guess.
How's it compared to malls in America?
I don't know how many malls have amusement parks in them.
Oh wow!
What?
Yeah.
Am I looking at the right one?
Look up Lotte World Mall.
Yeah, that's Lotte.
All that same one.
Lotte World. Yeah, there's Lotte Mall and then there's Lotte World Mall.
Yeah,
Lotte World Mall is like the
nice.
largest of the Lotte.
Dang.
Did you ride any rides?
It low-key looks like a giant hotel resort.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Trump Towers.
Yeah.
What?
Most of the normal malls usually have like 6 to 12 floors, but then Lotte World I'm pretty sure would like have more than that. And then you have like places like Seoul Tower, which is a nice place to try.
Oh shit. Look at this bookshelf. It's like huge. You probably saw this.
Oh my god.
That's really cool.
And then I've traveled to like places like Busan.
Oh, Busan.
Yep.
I
was on the train and I was like, oh hey, train to Busan.
Have you ever seen that movie?
No.
Dude, we should watch that actually after this. Bro, for real.
And we always say we should watch something, we don't.
Hey, we going to.
We'll see.
We going to.
We'll see.
Then there was also like a lot of we went to like places like near Seoul or in Seoul, but they were just like small parts of it, I guess. My opinion, like the clubs and the bars were decent. I mean, if you're into like the partying a lot, then
you hit up the bars.
Yeah.
Is there any like a crazy night?
Yeah, what's the craziest?
Story like from Korea on the town?
I remember one of the guys I worked with. He got a little crazy and on stage tried dancing a lot, and most of the guys, pretty much everybody, told him to get off the stage. And I guess he was just going really crazy with the dancing. Like, I never seen anyone dance that hard before. Just I don't even know what he was doing. And they just told him like get off the stage, and I was like,
I've never seen anyone dance that hard.
He's just like fuck.
And sounded like this dude was going off.
Mm-hmm.
The drinking age was different there too, right? Like you could get You told me you tried sake, right?
So sake is actually Japanese, but it's like a rice wine. But they call it theirs soju. It's
Soju.
I know Japanese liquor is supposed to be really good.
yeah.
If I can spell this wrong.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Soju. In my opinion, I don't really like it. It's not very good in my opinion. Even if it has like different flavors, but it's still not my favorite.
Oh, it does have
What's the drinking age in Korea?
I think it's 19. I'm pretty sure it's 19.
That's pretty
What are you
good.
drinking now?
It's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, America's so whack with their ages. It's like
The metric system.
I prefer the metric
ages.
system. In all
I'm just
honesty,
gonna move to Europe.
no, because dude, think about it.
I would prefer to go to Europe instead of Korea.
We're the only country that like does everything like.
Yeah, because we're stupid. And then on top of that, it's like, 16 you can drive, 18 you can vote, 21 you can drink. Why the fuck are they all like so spread out? It's so weird. Everywhere else it seems so more simple. It's just like, okay, I got this one age.
It's like the best I can do is war.
Yeah.
It's like,
Can I go get a drink, please? Best I can do is war.
Dude. I mean, Josh is gonna turn 21 like next month. So.
Dude, in like a couple of weeks.
Well, actually, tomorrow we're gonna go to our friend Jaden's his birthday.
Jaden turning 20.
Yeah, he's gonna have he's gonna Olympia.
He's a baby of the group.
Yeah, him and Cody are the babies in our group.
His dad's really chill. He actually, when we were smoking cigars like a week or two ago, he gave us this. What was it?
Sake. I was kidding.
It wasn't sake. It was some liquor.
It was whiskey.
It was like I don't know if it was Cuban though. It was Cuban. It was Cuban.
Cuban whiskey.
Yeah. I was thinking the cigars were Cuban. It wasn't.
No,
But it
more
actually
Cuban.
tasted really good, like really smooth. But, yeah. You can get
Yeah, I
shit
only got
faced.
to drink about half of it.
Yeah, I'm driving you there, so if you want, you can get shit faced. I know it takes you. The last time we tried to get drunk with you was like before you left, and like everyone got. drunk.
I think I knocked everybody under the table.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I was.
We just kept like giving you beers. It was like.
Yeah, someone tried to do the same thing. And I was in
like the
Korea
flash
too.
metabolism, bro.
Some I remember one of the guys that worked with, like we had a party for someone who was leaving, and this one guy just came in. He was kind of new. He's like, he brought a bottle of Henny,
Henny
honey flavored, I guess honey, Tennessee honey or whatever it was. And then he's like, hey, you want to take a few shots? And I'm like, okay, where are the glasses at? Like, we don't need no glasses.
I'm just taking the
And I was like, so wait, what are we going to use to measure, I guess? And he's like, I'm just going to use those plastic cups or whatever. I'm like, you can't get a good measure on those. And it's just one bottle. Like, dude, if you're going to do that, then at least have two.
Damn.
He's like, nah, it's enough. It's enough. And
We good.
And then I was like, you want to pour me first, I guess? Because so in Korea, it's a custom for those who are older to pour drinks for those who are younger.
Okay.
Especially when you go to restaurants, that's one of the customs. So he's like, I'm gonna pour you first because you're younger, and I'm like, all right, it's fine. So pretty much I gave him the cup, and then he poured, and I'm like, that's a lot. He's like, I don't know if that's considered a shot. Like it's like. He was like, here, take it. I'm like, fine. I tried it. It was good. I tried it. Then I was like, okay, your turn now. He's like, no. I'll give you another one.
It's
I'm
just
like,
you.
And I was like, and then I realized by the third one, I was like, hey, I know you're not taking them. You don't want to. So why are you giving me? He's like, I want you to take some. I was like, bro,
dude
what
trying
about
to get you drunk? What the?
I know. What about? I was like, what about you? He was like, and then by the time on my sixth, the whole bottle was almost gone.
Christ, you're 6?
I'm
What
like,
the fuck?
Dude, I black out after like
I'm
4.
just like, dude, I'm like, why are you giving me this? Why aren't you? It's like,
you're just like, whoa.
I just want to see how you are when you're drunk. I'm like, I don't know. Why are you trying so? I don't know.
Why are
I don't know
you
what you're
trying
trying.
so hard?
And then he's like, all right, just stand up. And I was like, I stood up, and I was like, okay, I'm standing up. Can I sit back down now? And then, so it was kind of a stupid experience. I was just like, dude.
It's like you just got drunk by yourself.
I know,
And I was like, dude, the whole point of taking shots is usually you take it with someone,
Yeah.
like, with not just you.
Have
and
some
then,
fun.
And some other dude brought in sake, and he just got the same dude who got told to get off stage brought sake from somewhere in his room.
The dancing guy?
Yeah, and he just started chugging it, and I'm like, oh, here we go again. It was like, someone don't turn. I was like, don't turn on the. I was like, don't turn on the music, please.
Dude, some of these sojus look good. This is like orange. There's like this pink.
And there are different kinds of soju. Like they're
pomegranate.
I seen.
Get that one.
I tried something called Soju Tower. It was like it had like juice.
We'll throw a pic of some of the stuff we talk about.
Some of the side things,
Yeah, I mean we're talking about a whole different.
soju.
Like,
But
did you ever try? Actually, I don't know. Did they put like snakes inside like liquor bottles and then fill them up? Or they do that like in Mexico? Am I thinking about a different place?
I don't know. I
don't know if they do it anywhere, Nick.
I don't know. I don't remember seeing that. I don't remember seeing them do that. They just remember whenever anyone who asks for a drink, they just give them the drink.
Look, dude, they put snakes inside like whiskey bottles.
Nick, I ain't trying to drink no snake, bro.
That's people eat like cricket candies though.
But that's a cricket, bro.
But this is a fucking snake.
Just no one's gonna eat a whole ass snake, bro.
Bitch, look at this. This shit's like
Nick, just
bottled up
it's
like it's a product.
Nick, just because it's in the bottle.
No, they're not gonna eat it. It's just for the drink.
Yeah.
It's like when they marinate it.
I agree.
Yeah.
You said
I've heard good reviews on people eating
the
snake.
Yes. The snake in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've heard good reviews on people eating snakes.
You eat snake? What's the weirdest thing you ate in Korea? Did you try anything new like that they was not typical in American culture?
Korean training?
Like what they have over there that you were like, oh, I've never tried this, but I'll give it a shot. Any squid? Any?
I tried something called kimchi.
Kimchi.
I'm not big on that. Like, it's not a seafood, but it is like a cabbage. It kind of goes.
It's like in vinegar and stuff.
Yeah, it's like a.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a type of crab meat at first. I was like, is that crab meat? And I tried it, and I was like, it's not crab meat. Yeah. It has it's like a. I would say it's probably in a vinegar.
It's like
cold.
Yes.
It had like some sort of spice on it. Mm-hmm. And then you can smell it from a certain distance.
Oh yeah.
Whenever any restaurant you go, like you would smell kimchi. It's like, oh, is that kimchi?
It says it's a staple in Korean cuisine.
Yep.
Traditional side dish.
It's
in
salted
everything.
And
fermented
every
vegetables,
single thing you eat is gonna be kimchi.
It's fermented. That's what.
And radish.
You're gonna have to try some, bro.
Radish is on my bottom of shit.
I'm not gonna like kimchi. By itself, it's kind of an acquired taste, but you can put it in some very good recipes, and you could actually.
Looks like Korean hot Cheetos. Like if it was
Okay, Nick.
Good way of describing it.
Let's see.
Also, other things I tried, like I don't know if I brought this. Like other things I tried is I went to like most of the karaoke places and the arcades.
Do they sing Korean K-pop songs? A lot of K-pop, or is it American songs?
You can look up. So there's a book. There was like stuff in Korean, and I'm pretty sure most of the stuff was like their songs, and then some of our songs are just in Korean. Sure, and then there are times where I've heard Koreans try our songs because I'm sure they go to like schools to learn our languages and stuff. That's what they're for.
Yeah,
it'll be no different from they kind of. I think it's part of their something they had to do. I guess I don't know.
It's like how a lot of people when we live in Texas take Spanish as like their elective.
But I think it's like they're more like I think it's like it's more of like them and also how their school works because it's true that we do have to take like language courses.
But we can pick our language.
Yeah, we can pick. Mm-hmm. English is like the next language they have to do. I guess
it's like required.
Yeah, so I guess if they wanted to try any other languages, they would have to first maybe just learn English. I did meet a few people, but the karaoke thing, like the only thing that I didn't like is there wasn't a whole lot of country, and I'm a country kind of person. Mm-hmm. It's one of the things I listen to, and they didn't listen. I couldn't find any country songs, and I was just like mad. And I was like, I want to try.
I want some George Strait upping.
Yeah.
Intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got some kimchi bacteria.
Kombucha. I actually have some kombucha downstairs.
Kombucha's ass.
I've never tried it. That would be an interesting.
It's fucking garbage. I'm not trying that.
You tried it?
Yeah.
Or you know what it is?
No, I've tried it before.
It's just like fermented bacteria. That's how.
Yeah,
it's a tea.
That shit, dude.
Oh, it technically is a tea.
Dude, I'm not drinking kombucha.
Probably.
Dude, Nick, I'm not drinking
kombucha.
I'm not drinking.
I heard you say kombucha.
I ain't drinking no bullshit, bro.
Why?
Dude, Nick, there's a difference between trying new things and then trying things that are just like, what's the point of it? I'm gonna say this. That's
like if I was offered.
Nick,
can I talk?
No, I'm a controversial guy. Okay.
Cool.
I'm always dropping hot takes, and I'm gonna say it. I think anybody that drinks what is that shit? Fucking apple cider with vinegar.
Yeah.
Dumbasses. It doesn't do shit. It doesn't do whatever it's supposed to do, or it's supposed to make you feel better when you have a stomach ache. That shit's fucking you up even more, if anything. That's extremely acidic. In no way, shape, or form should you be drinking vinegar. I
probably shouldn't.
It's like a white mom thing with like, oh, I'll make this concoction.
5% alcohol.
Yeah, for
kombucha.
Yeah, there is some alcohol in it.
Yeah, I guess just like depending on like what kind of family you grow up in, they have different ways of helping.
I would try just like to try it once, like.
Hey, bro, I guess I'll try shooting someone once. just to try it.
I mean, that's a crazy.
I mean, it's the same thing.
It's
dude.
a crazy comparison.
I mean, it's the same thing. Oh, dude, it looks fucking.
I'm talking about with food. I would try monkey brain if I was.
Oh fuck no! I would never try monkey.
Actually,
brain.
if it was right in front of me, I'd probably be like.
No, look, see, there's certain things that I get in other cultures. It might be a delicacy or they might eat it, but I'm just gonna sound like a stuck-up American. But
No, you did.
But like, in all honesty, it's I get people eat different things in different countries, but certain things I'm just like that doesn't seem like it should be eaten. Like monkey brain, I don't. That's probably
all right.
on
Can
my
I pull
list.
up a list then? This will be a kind of fun segue since we're already talking about weird ass food.
Like weird foods you would try.
Like weird foods from other countries. Weird foods. I'll just name them off, right?
It's usually like I don't know. Was it the
okay, so
Arabic?
I'm gonna say all right. Look, I would try these myself just to kind of gauge, and then I'll tell you what they are. Just to help you get them. All right. Oh God.
Was it Arabic or a Middle Eastern?
I see these are 16 weird foods from around the world.
They usually have
human balls. No, it's fine. Shiraku from Japan. Oh God. In Japan, it means white children, but refers to the sperm sacs of either cod, anglerfish, or pufferfish, looking like white blobs. So pretty much you're trying like fish testicles. You want to look at it? I wouldn't try it.
I wouldn't. Just the name, I wouldn't try it.
It's called white children.
Wait, what?
Were you even listening?
Sorry, I was texting.
This is a shiraku. It's pretty much like fish testicles.
Let me see.
And it has a custardy sweet taste.
I might try that one. I'm not gonna lie.
No, if you served it to me and just said like this is like an ice cream, I'd be like,
if they didn't say what it meant and what they didn't describe it, then maybe.
Wait,
but
it's sperm sacs.
Yes. I'm kind of eating some.
I might try it. I mean, you can eat like bull testicles, so that's this.
I was gonna say that. I was like, you can eat bison testicles.
Yeah, so I might try. I would try that one. I think.
I mean, in Korea, like most of the restaurants, they would have like small, like baby squid or octopus that were like fried or whatever, and then
they fried alive.
Yeah. They did, and then they they were like small, but you can eat the entire. You would eat the head or whatever.
Did you ever eat it?
I did.
How was it? Well, that's a good question. How was it?
It's like it was chewy, but then when you eat the head, it's like some of the juices
explode.
Yeah,
was it good?
It was good, and then I was kind of like, after a while, I just kind of got like I was like thinking about like the juices spraying. I was like, oh, no, it felt weird.
I'm just eating its brain.
I know.
It's like, and then I grew up on like chicken nuggets and. It's weird, dude.
Dude, it's so.
Because kids like probably eat that.
Dude, they
like
probably eat better shit.
But kids don't
they
know
also
where.
Eat like exotic stuff like it's nothing.
You know, it's funny. The kids
like
probably,
feed babies like. Fucking,
it's probably more nutritious than some Tyson chicken nuggets.
I mean, I'm pretty sure kids don't know like what chicken nuggets are made out of now, but
yeah,
they're not gonna like. I stopped kind of like when I heard about what they're made from. I kind of stopped eating them for a while, and then I just got back into them.
All right, so the next one is also from Japan. I mean, going off what you just said, I think I would just try this one. So it's tuna eyeballs.
Okay, fish eyeballs, I would try.
Pretty much the size of, probably bigger than a quarter.
Not gonna lie, I would try it. I would honestly try fish eyeballs. I would give it a go.
Okay. What about you, Josh?
A fish eye? Yeah, I would try it. It's supposed to be a delicacy. A lot of times when you have, over in like I think, what's it called? Like over in Asia, whenever they cook a fish. Someone will be like, "Oh, yeah, can I have the eyeball?"
What was it? Someone we knew, like Colby, or I think Philippines, in general. The families would usually cook like fried fish or whatever, and they would still have like everything on top, like intact, like the head and the eyeballs. And it would be like on a stick or something, and you would just eat it.
All right, this is from the Philippines. It's called balut, and this is
Jay
a fertilized duck egg. With its partly developed embryo inside. I mean, that's kind of like eating an egg here,
I'm sure
but
Jaden's tried that before.
More grown.
I'm sure if we asked Jaden, like, have you ever tried that before, he probably would say yes.
What is it?
It's a fertilized duck egg.
Oh no, I'm not eating a duck egg. Not if there's still embryo in it. Yeah. Oh, that sounds. Nah.
I think Jaden's.
This one's actually pretty good. I would actually try this one.
Let's go.
You can put sauce on it, dude. Crispy tarantulas from Cambodia.
How are they cooking them?
Well, look at them. They
there's an oil. They would just cook it in oil, basically.
It's like the legs. Few people would look at tarantula and think
some people have actually cooked the whole bodies, not just the legs.
I would not eat the bodies, but what the picture is showing, it just looks like
because they're also hairy. Like,
oh yeah.
So I think they do something to get most of the hair off. I don't know.
I'm sure if you like cook the hell out of that, hair would just burn off.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I said, they're being fried in oil, so
I might try it.
Yeah, me too. If there was a sauce,
if I could like dip it in something and try it,
just by itself,
I think
I
think in most countries, like I think Cambodia, what they do is they take the legs off. Maybe I think they do, and they also like take off. They also keep the body and cook it too, like as another part of like like how chicken has different. When you go to fast food restaurants, like chicken has like thighs, legs, wings, breasts. Pretty sure they do the same thing with the tarantula. I'm pretty sure they cook it and serve every piece.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Alright, so this one's from Laos. It's white ant egg soup. It's one of the world's more unusual soups. It combines a mixture of ant eggs and partial embryos from the white ant, plus a few baby ants to add sourness.
I'll take it past.
If your stomach can handle it, the flavor is supposedly quite tasty. Okay,
now a little like if your stomach can, if your stomach can handle it, that's a definite no. That's a definite no.
This one just sounds like it has a weird texture, but it sounds they're describing it like it's good, like shrimp, like a kind of a.
I said if they say if your stomach can handle it, I'm gonna take a pass.
They kind of look like big ass.
Makes you think that there's a risk involved to take.
Oh, it's a soup.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I'm not eating a soup if that shit's right. No,
jellied moose nose. Oh my god.
Oh, that just looks weird.
Oh, and that's from Canada. That's like up north.
Figured.
What the fuck they doing?
Figured it was Canadian.
Nose isn't exactly a choice cut, but that doesn't stop some adventurous Canadians from experimenting with the nasal gastronomy.
Yes. Moose nose, no.
Of boiling them with onions and spices, removing the hair, boiling again, then slicing and covering with broth that sets into a jelly. No. It's just like fucking like phlegm.
That's weird.
That is weird.
Yeah.
The fuck would I want to eat something's nose?
Yeah, I'm not. That just seems like
some cow tongue. Yes.
Okay, this is the first one that actually looks good. This is called boshintang from Korea. Supposedly a health-giving Korean soup is made with spring onions, dandelions, and a host of spices, and one infamous ingredient. Oh god, dog meat. This,
fuck that.
Though you will struggle to find it on menus today, no shit, it's still popular with older generation and generally agreed to taste better than it smells. I'm not eating dog, bro. There's one sitting like 10 feet away from me.
I have a dog, so I wouldn't.
Yeah. Oh, this one's pretty good. Oh, whoa. This is a... Josh, pronounce this, bro. I'm too white.
You're too white?
Huitlacoche? Huitlacoche? That's my best guess.
Huitlacoche.
Huitlacoche. This is corn smut is a fungus that turns... This is from Mexico. Corn smut's a fungus that turns normal corn kernels into tumor-like growths covered in blue-black spores. So it's kind of like a fungus corn like dish.
That's just eating old corn at that point, bro.
Yeah.
What's the point of eating something that's gone
bad?
Yeah, we can get a lot of this shit downstairs, bro.
Take a pass.
Nick's whole fruit bowl is fermented.
All these fruit flies and stuff like that.
I stay fucking experimenting.
Let me tell a fucking story one time.
Yeah.
I'm not roasting you, Nick.
I roasted him once. I came in. It was.
Did I tell you? It's not. I'm a very clean person. You can check my room out. It's my family.
Hey, okay. So
it's my family.
One of the times I first came into Nick's house, I think I wanted a banana. I was craving a banana, and I went over to get one from his fruit bowl. By the way, the camera turned off. So I wanted to get a banana. I went over to his fruit bowl, and he had all his fruit, which he had a lot of it. It was like apples, pretty much everything, oranges, mangoes. I was like, oh shit, nice, Nick, nice. Looked at banana, about to grab it, and I'm like, dude, dude, there was so many fucking flies. I grabbed a banana, and then a ton of flies came off of it, and I was like, what the fuck? And I'm like, why the hell were there fruit flies on the fresh fucking fruit? And then I realized, legit, like an inch right next to the fruit bowl was Nick's, fucking what is the waste?
It's like waste. Like
it was the compost. Or something. It was his compost was right next to the fucking fresh fruit. So all that old ass fruit that's rotting in the trash.
He puts it in there.
It's right next to his fresh fruit.
Yeah.
It's like that's like putting a bucket of shit next to your bed and like sleeping next to it. That's what it is. And,
old fruit,
bro. But the flies is what got me. If there was no flies, I would have still ate it because it's just shit that's in
my experience. I did roast him because I was like, it was a few other guys that were on a team like on Joe team when we were in high school.
Parents, bro. Where's my parents?
Yeah, so we came in and we're like, we're all roasting like, Nick, it's a mess in here. And we're like, and he's like, don't judge, or something like that. And I walk over to the fruit bowl.
Racist,
I walk over to the fruit bowl, like most of the fruit's like rotten. I'm like, dude, what's with all this rotten fruit? And why are there flies everywhere? Like, damn. And then today, like he actually thought that there was like some tomatoes that were actually losing color or something like that. They were orange. I'm like, dude, they're orange tomatoes.
Orange tomatoes.
There's different colors of like there's orange, there's green, there's red. I'm sure there's yellow too, but
and they got some blue tomatoes.
Okay, I don't know if there were those, and I'm pretty sure we'd had some issues. But yeah, I just remember coming over and I started roasting. I'm like, dude, this house is.
Yeah, dude. The first time I came over, I was like,
dude, I even opened a fridge. All of us.
Parts of
with all the fucking weird
dude,
shit.
especially the grease. The grease is the number one. It's become a meme, a personal meme among
dude,
us.
we gotta monetize on it and make like grease hoodies.
Dude,
we'll just have, you know, when like
the fridge. The fridge was the worst of all too. I was like, dude, come on.
If you're listening right now, go check out Nick's channel. If he still has it uploaded, he has an MTV Cribs episode.
I don't.
Oh, but make it public.
Nah.
Nick, if you don't make it public, we'll remake
That's
it.
some Patreon shit.
Oh, dude. Okay, well, if Nick's too scared to put it back on, pretty much he made an MTV Cribs type episode of his crib, and Jaden was recording. And he said, "Hey, this is my crib," and he came in. He's showing the kitchen off, and he showed off the grease. He's like, "Yeah, we got the grease. It's what we cooking with." And then he fucking spills half of it, and it like falls on the floor and all shit. Do you even hear it? It's like, and it's just like Nick freezes, and he's like, "Hey, yeah, we good.
Yeah, we good.
They just keep going." That's the best part of the video.
Okay, so continue with the list. There was a list of
this one's from Mongolia. It's called a glass of fermented horse milk. Anyone?
Fermented horse milk.
Oh Jesus Christ! That looks like a crate that got fucking like messed up.
I'll pass.
That looks like old milk.
The craziest milk I would try is probably goat milk.
Goat milk's not even good. Dude, goat milk is really fucking good.
Yeah.
I've had it in Ireland.
What the fuck?
Dude, no, it's really? It's
I
extremely.
you went to Ireland.
Dude, I have family that lives in Ireland.
Shit.
I've talked to you about
Part
it.
Irish.
Yeah,
Nice, mate. I'm part Irish, Hispanic, and European. So I'm pretty sure, and German.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that's the reason why I don't get drunk as
I'm
much.
I'm part German, part Irish,
That
and
makes sense.
part
He's fucking
Mexican.
Irish.
And European. Germans drink hard too. I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, German and Irish. Dude, my cousins,
That's so much about the
my two cousins, shout out Jordan and Ryan, bro.
Was good.
Dude, I should link them this. I don't know if they know I have a podcast.
Yeah, what the fuck, yeah.
I should let them know.
You're making moves and you need to let your family know.
Yeah, I gotta let them know. I haven't talked to them in a while, dude. I remember, dude, they go off. I remember when I met them when I was really, really young. I don't really remember it. When I met them again, I was in like middle school or about to go into high school. And dude, I remember they showed me their Facebook and I followed them on Instagram and shit. They had so many party pics and videos, and dude, they're going to these fucking crazy ass like raves and parties in fucking Ireland. They have like, it looks insane. Everyone's going hard, and I was like, damn, bro, you guys go off. And yeah, dude, so shout out Ireland. Yeah, dude.
Shout out
but
Jordan. Shout out
the main point I was saying is when I was there visiting, they have in the backyard like some horses and goats and shit. Yeah. So we got some fresh goat milk. Oh, dude, the milk is it's so much better than
fresh
any milk in America I've ever had. Milk here, I've never liked milk here, to be honest with you. I can't drink it out the glass. I can only have it in cereal if it's in a recipe.
I usually stay away from milk most of the time. The only time I would, like, the only milk I would honestly...
Yeah. But the milk there, you can drink out of the glass straight up. And it is, oh my god, it's so creamy. It is amazing.
The only milk I would ever, like, the only time I usually use milk is like for like smoothies or whatever and stuff like that. Yeah. Ice cream obviously is milk. So.
Shout out the goats.
All right. Next.
The actual goat.
Next on the list.
This one is it's from Italy. It is it's Casumarzu, known as rotten cheese. Sardinia's Casumarzu is made from pecorino that has gone bad.
Wait, really is it cheese?
Bad. It's a larva of cheese. What? The larvae of cheese flies are added to the pecorino, hatching inside, burrowing and digesting the fats. This results a weeping tongue, burning delicacy that you can eat with or without maggots.
There's maggots in the
Italy?
cheese.
So
no, with or without. But pretty much I
will eat it without.
Pretty much they're saying like the fucking flies go in, take all the fat out, so it just becomes really dry and rotten.
Okay, I would not eat it with maggots in it. If there was no maggots in it, I would eat it.
If there were and then they took them out, then I still wouldn't eat it. But the whole point is like it's bad cheese, basically.
I really like cheese though. Cheese is pretty much a fungus already.
Some cheeses I'm okay with, just not like things like really.
Dude, I'm a cheese fiend.
I'm not big on blue cheese and.
Cheese guy, bro. I go downstairs and eat the fucking block. 3 a.m., bro. Rat King. Represent.
I recently made mac and cheese with my girlfriend Emily, and we made this. Dude, this is a mac and cheese, bro. We put in We put in some Kerrygold white cheddar that's been aged from Ireland, imported. I put in some brie cheese from France. Brie, yeah. I put in some, what else I got in there? I had another aged cheddar from, I believe, Germany.
Just put that Kraft powder mac and cheese.
No. Put that in there. There was 2 more. What did I put in there? I had
cottage cheese by chance?
some Italian mozzarella.
Okay.
And then the last one was... Oh, it was pretty good. It was a special one. I can't remember it. Oh, sorry.
It's that dick cheese.
I forgot. All I know is the cheese is really fucking good.
But the only cheeses I really had was like Colby Jack, just normal cheddar cheese, and then
smoked Gouda.
Especially when I was in basic, of course. You know,
dude, if you haven't had smoked Gouda,
I had no choice but to eat cottage cheese with everything I had. They're like, eat cottage, get the cottage cheese before you go to your table. I was like, fine.
Dude, at HEB, they have that giant whole table full of cheese and shit. You know what I'm talking about?
At HEB, dude, that's
where
they bring in the. That's where they bring in the special cheeses that have been imported.
Like the dry one or whatever. You see?
That's it.
So we got this old photo we're looking at real quick.
The next one is from Greenland. It's called muktuk. It's a traditional Inuit meal of frozen whale skin and blubber.
I wouldn't try blubber, but it's...
I mean, isn't blubber all just fat?
It's fat, and I think it's also like some oils too, or something. I mean, that's what...
Served either raw or pickled. It looks a bit like the licorice all sorts and has left several layers. The skin, which apparently tastes like hazelnuts, the fat, chewy, and the protective layer in between, even more chewy. Don't eat if wearing dentures. It's whale skin.
So...
Whale skin?
Blubber?
I'm okay. It probably just tastes like fucking gum. Like, it just probably tastes very chewy.
It didn't really talk about the taste. It just said it's very like... it says it tastes like hazelnuts.
Hazelnut is...
It's like a smoky...
No, hazelnut's not smoky, Nick. What the fuck are you eating? Hazelnut's more of a sweet nut. Roasted, it'll be smoky. But if you just have a straight up hazelnut, it's more of a sweet flavor. If that tastes sweet, maybe I'll take a nibble on like the middle part. I don't know if I'd eat the skin. I might leave that shit for the dog.
Alright, next is
Oh, that's it. Oh wait, continued below. Oh, Iceland.
So this is from Iceland.
Read it, Nick.
How anyone conceived this dish is a mystery. To prepare, first gut and behead a Greenland shark. Jesus Christ.
I'll eat a shark.
Place in a shallow grave and cover with sand and stones and leave it for 2 to 3 months, and then cut into strips and dry for several more months. So this shit takes 9 months to prepare.
So was it dry shark?
First time tasters are usually advised to hold their nose in that. Yeah, it's pretty much like shark jerky.
Pretty much.
That's what it sounds
like. Actually, if it was jerky, I'd try it.
Yeah. I've never tried shark.
I remember going to the beach as a kid one time. Someone caught a shark, and I'm sure they cooked it.
Yeah.
Because anyone who went to that beach would pretty much just grab whatever they caught in the ocean and cook it.
Shark.
Yeah, it was not a big one, but it was probably a blue shark or something.
This one's from China. It's called a century egg, which is a rotten egg.
Okay, rotten egg.
It's a 100-year-old egg that is covered with clay and is sit in ash and salt for months until the center of the egg. This looks like imagine a hard-boiled egg, and you just leave that shit out. I don't even know if this is hard-boiled.
Imagine a hard-boiled egg in my house.
I don't even think that they hard-boiled this egg. I think that egg is just so fucking old that the inside turned to like it looks like hard-boiled.
It looks like a gobstopper.
If you're
like an egg.
If you're listening, imagine a hard-boiled egg cut in half, and then the white part is just pitch fucking black. Then the middle part that is yellow, there's the outer
like blue.
It's kind of blue with like a gray, and the middle is pretty dark, and then there's a little ring that looks like it used to be yellow, but it's white now. So this is pretty much a rotten egg.
Just imagine an egg like inverted.
I'm not eating a rotten
inverted
egg.
filter.
I am not eating a rotten egg. Rotten eggs disgust me.
Okay, this one actually that's a big ass bacon strip. This is from Ukraine. It's called Sallow. Many advocate keeping the fat on meat, but Ukrainians decide to go one step further and just eat the fat on its own. Usually made into slabs, smoked and left in a cool cellar for a year before being eaten, sliced thinly with rye bread. Ukrainians love it so much that they even have a festival of lard to celebrate it. So you're pretty much eating the fat from like an animal. Like the fat from just the straight up fat.
I wouldn't say that's a good thing to do, but
that doesn't sound healthy.
No, it's
Ukrainians
not.
don't.
What animal is it?
It just says like the fat from a meat, like any animal really. most likely like.
Dude, no, I always throw the fat out.
The fat usually retains most of the flavor sometimes, so I kind of keep a little.
This one actually looks good. Holy shit!
Not a lot.
Look, when I eat a steak, this is what I think. You know how sometimes there's just like a big piece of fat on the end? I'll cut off like most of that.
Yeah, trim it.
Yeah, you gotta trim that shit, bro.
Like when it so brisket, so brisket, you want to keep the fat. You don't want to get rid of that because. Yeah. So steak is more chewy, but brisket can be tender, but it's not a whole lot.
Imagine how much it would take to chew that shit.
That's gross.
Yeah. Alright, this last one actually looks good, but there's probably gonna be some whack shit.
It's gonna be I can tell there's fish in it.
There's fish in this bitch. This is from England. It's called the Stargazer Pie, and a pie with fish that stare at the sky. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Some bars right there. Stargazer originates from the Cornish village of Mousehole in England and is served on Tom Balcock's Eve, 23rd of December. According to the legend, the heroic 6th century sailor rowed out one December evening in high storms and returned with a catch big enough to feed the starving residents. This dude just made a pie of fish.
Wait, hang on, let me look at it.
It's pretty much like...
You know what? I'll try that.
Picture like a pie where like it's shaped like a star with like
I'll put a photo of it. Just save that and send it to me and I'll put that up right now.
I got you.
But, yeah, oh man,
there's more.
I actually would try it.
I would try
because to me it doesn't look like a sweet pie. It looks like similar to like a pot pie here. Is that what they call pot pies?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like a little like the outside.
It's like eating like fish and chips kind of.
So fish and fish and chips is
like
a good
bread
thing.
And fish thing.
Although fish and chips is usually just fries and
it's cod fries, yeah,
pretty much. Okay, so
England be wildin'.
So food aside, let's see what else we can.
There's one more actually from Israel. It's locust.
No,
try locust.
No, I wouldn't.
Aren't they pretty big?
Israel,
especially what locusts can do to
a massive storm. From plagues of locusts. Wow.
Yeah, they do.
That's bad. A biblical thing. Locusts are big on the Bible.
Damn, they eradicate the freaking pests by eating them. Holy fuck, these things are big.
Yeah,
I'll just send you this whole website and you can...
work?
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with them because,
so... we trying to eat no lotus?
No locust. What is it? So a bunch of other things that I heard about when I was in Korea. So yeah, they made some of the stuff they had there were, they made it into movies like Train to Busan. So another movie they had based on, some things like, there's a movie called Gonjian, which is a natural asylum. It's an asylum that's abandoned in some part of Korea. Mm-hmm. Pretty sure it wasn't too far from where I was at, and I would have checked it out. But it's abandoned, and I don't know how secure it is, how well they try to keep people out. But apparently, it's people who've actually managed to sneak in there have had things happen around them, like. It's one of the most. I guess it's a haunted location in Korea because what was it? So, it was people would go crazy, and I'm sure there were a lot of deaths in that asylum and stuff. So that's where the movie came from because there were rumors of the asylum being haunted.
Did you visit the asylum?
I wanted to, but of course we got restricted to post, so we couldn't go off. Damn. And it was a perfect time during the summer to go off and do stuff like that, but they just said you're stuck on base. Things I would like now that I'm back in the States, and I know some pretty good locations for like haunted stuff. I guess I'm pretty sure you guys are also into stuff like that.
Yeah, we have a show that is still
got some show in the work. It's still doing with you actually. We have a random.
I mean, hey, whenever I come back and I have more free time, let's say go reserves.
You can do them before you leave,
or if I go reserves.
That's true. That's true.
That's in my plans later on. I'll be home more and. We can travel around like hell. We can just we can go to there's the hotel here in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Downtown.
In North Texas,
there's the Stanley Hotel, which The Shining took place.
Yeah.
I want to go check out Stephen King's room.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Some people say the stairs like a gateway because if you didn't notice, like the stairs, like there's like mirrors. They are pretty much like facing each other. So the thing is about like mirrors and staircases and bridges. They're like portals, I guess, like they're gateways to the other side and stuff. But they say when you look into a mirror, you're in a like pretty much same thing for a camera. But when you look into a mirror, it's like the spirits can see into our world and stuff. However, if they say if both mirrors were facing each other, there's a chance that there can be a gateway for them to cross over because I don't know how it works, but it's people say whoever sat like on the staircase, they felt weird, they felt dizzy and stuff.
Sounds creepy.
Nick is the resident paranormal encrypted specialist on our show.
I have some. I also have some knowledge about the spirits and all that other stuff.
I'm just curious.
Nick Shaw.
I would like to see a demon.
Probably not. You probably don't want to see. If you want to go see one, hit the house on Rhode Island that took place during The Conjuring.
Oh yeah.
The Conjuring house.
We should go there.
Yeah, I think there's a family that actually owns it because they saw the movie. They decided to move in because of the movie.
I'm sure they're chilling.
They did a live stream on Facebook and I watched it. A few things happened and then they did they recorded something and I actually saw something in the corner. But yeah, pretty much, if you watch the movie, for those who have watched the movie, you've heard like most of the things they say. It's most likely true. Like the whole land, the whole acres of that land is probably cursed. They said that a woman who was a descendant of witches who were killed from the Salem witch trials. Another thing about Salem, if that's probably a big place where most stuff happens. Since they were killed, the witches.
Oh yeah, dude, that story pissed me off when we were reading about that. The freaking what was it called? The Crucible.
Yeah, Crucible.
We were reading about that.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that probably happened in Salem, so I'm pretty sure it's a big place. Let's see. Yeah, you have you have Rhode Island. You have I'm not sure where the Stanley Hotel is. Is it Colorado, California?
I think it's Colorado because I know it's up in some snowy mountains. That'd be interesting to head out there.
We can try that. Let's see what else.
There's a couple places I looked at. There's I really want to. I know nothing in particular, but I want to go to a supposedly haunted penitentiary or something like that. Where there's like
most asylums and penitentiaries are usually places for hauntings to happen because
I'd love to go there.
Old souls stick around.
So what Nick and I did is, this video hasn't come out yet, but we visited a place. I won't disclose it on here, so you have to go subscribe for the YouTube channel to see that when it drops. But we went to this place, and what we do is we kind of just investigate it as a whole together, and then we would send out somebody alone to the area and then try to be in just pitch black dark and just try to contact something.
Oh, that's not good. It's not, that kind of stuff is usually not the best thing to do, especially because if you're by yourself.
It was me. I went out.
Seances usually by yourself are not the best things to do, but
I taunted the supposed ghost that haunts this place in our city, and I told it because it supposedly haunts this bridge.
Like I said, bridges being gateways to, especially the goat. Like if you have heard of the Goatman's Bridge, they say there's a demon there.
Yeah. I went to the middle of the bridge and I said, "This is my bridge now. Come take it, or come make me stop taking it." And then I spit on the bridge.
Sounds like you went to the goat. It sounds like a goatman. It sounds like the Goatman's Bridge.
We went to something similar to that.
Because
that's all I'll say.
People have tried doing stuff like that, which.
One thing they said if you honk your horn at the bridge, you'd get them mad because you're taunting it. So Nick was in his car. I went out there and then they just honked it, and I was out there and I was like, "What you going to do?"
Of course, Nick would do something like that.
And then we sent out our friend Michael.
Honking it so much.
So look, I'm in this. This is the dynamic of the show. We have people that most people seem to believe heavily in it, and that's on you guys. I personally do. I personally do not, and that's the dynamic. I go out there. I'd love for it to become a believer. I want to catch something.
So I've had some stuff happen as a kid, and I also think I had an incident in Korea. When I was, those who know sleep paralysis, I don't know if it was just me hallucinating or I actually saw something because I was, I woke up and it was dark and I had a roommate in my room when I was in the barracks, and it was like 3 a.m. or something. Big coincidence there.
Oh yeah, that's like the
witch's hour.
Yeah.
And I remember so we had my roommate was so petty, and he had curtains up because he wanted his own privacy.
Mm-hmm.
And what he did was he had like curtains, and like the thing is the curtains draped over like they didn't cover the whole like his side, so I can still see like under his bed and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But just not like whatever. I couldn't see him on the bed at all. But it was like not thick, or it wasn't very. You can still kind of see with a certain amount of lighting, you can kind of still see like a little bit of because he also had like LED lights on, so I can kind of see. So I can kind of see through, and I can see like him like kind of like laying down, and of course when you're in sleep paralysis, you just look around. You try to like move, but you can't. All this is just your eyes. And I remember looking at so there was like one end that was closest to the fridge, and there's the other one closest to where I was at, close to the window. And I look like over to where the fridge is, and I remember seeing like a shadow standing there, and that's what I thought. And I didn't see. I was like looking down, like I don't see any of its legs. I just remember seeing like an outline of a head. And then I blink, and it's not there. And I look over towards my head, where my head the bed is, and where the window. And it's right there, and I was like, "Oh, holy shit! I don't know what to do in this situation." And I was trying to call out to my roommate because I know, like, I thought it was him until I saw, like, because like I said, you can see through the curtain. So all I remember seeing was his light of his phone. He was moving it. And I'm like, "Holy shit!" I was like, "It's not my roommate walking." So I was like trying to call out to him, but like I just kept breathing heavy, and I finally snapped out of it, and.
You can't talk, right?
Nope. And then I just remember, like, I actually, like, I kept my eyes awake, my eyes open, and I remember seeing that thing moving to the other side where it came from, and I was like, no. Like, I was like, I don't.
Fuck that shit.
I was like, oh, I'm just, I was, like, trying to call out to him, like, dude, like, and then when I finally snapped out of it, I was like, dude, did you hear me calling it, like, trying to call you or something? No, but I just remember hearing you breathe. I thought you were snoring. I'm like, no. That was me trying to call you. Like, to wake me up, just move me, or I was trying to get your attention so you can come over here and check, like, see if you can wake me up or something like that, or shake me. Yeah. And so, I mean, I've known stuff like that. Was just like one of my another experience I've had. But like I said, I've had experiences as a kid, so I kind of know what's out there. I've heard stories from like family saying that there's my mom's cousin, they still live in the house today. It was owned by an old Frenchman. And of course, they had like an experience like those, those old TVs where you would just have to go to this switch channel.
Yes.
There's no remotes. So they had that, and there are times where it would just turn off and they turn it back on. They thought it was a power outage. They would go up to the channel would change, and after a while, the TV just pushed forward. And the thing is, it's not one of those like normal TV stands. It's like one of those TVs like those big
like box TVs.
Yeah, it's like those. It's in like the little. It's like a dresser kind of thing, but it's like in between.
Yeah. So
it's like boxed in. So the only way you can move it is if it's something. If you pull it forward, and it's like right against the wall, so of course it couldn't go back. Mm-hmm. So there's no way anything to push it from the back. So that thing just pulled forward, and it just fell. So yeah, like honestly, if whenever I come back and stuff, I have more free time, I would be down to go travel around and stuff.
I want to go somewhere out of state. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, we should do like a road trip and along the way stop at different locations.
Dude, the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre house.
That'd be cool.
I don't know if it's even open.
I don't think it's haunted. It's just like
it's just
a place where something
basically
actually
a big
happened,
massacre.
You mean the actual like one that it's based on? By okay, yeah.
So places
the set.
I was about to say like, dude, it's just a set. I think that's cool.
Yeah,
I'd go there. That's cool. That's really, to me, that's more eerie because that person like actually dug up like dead bodies and he would take off their skin and
wear their
faces. Yeah, he made like lamp shades out of the skin, and it would just be like everything in his house.
When I was a kid, that freaked me out.
And I think the weirdest thing I read is somebody said they found like a special box he had, and inside of it was like he had cut off some girl's like vagina or something.
Oh my god!
And it was just like in there all dry, and it's like, yeah, that's the weird guy, the Gabriel Guy it's based off of. Ed Gein, yeah. I think he dug up his mom's body too.
Edgar.
So. Yeah, weird dude.
Like a squad pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are just a lot of weird people out there. Like, for instance, he's one of them. But there's another like John Wayne Gacy.
Oh yeah,
big one. That's where the movie It came from, based off of him. Because John it would show like that, like a clown who was some creature or whatever, who would eat kids and prey off their fears or whatever. But like John Wayne Gacy, he didn't like so much kill just kids. It was more or less towards teenagers, particularly men.
Oh yeah.
He had, I guess, some weird thing for them, and he would just rape them, and from then I guess he would just bury the bodies.
It was like right underneath his house.
Yeah, and then they arrested him, and then they let him go, and then he continued the same thing, and then pretty much he was pretty much in jail until pretty much the day he died or something.
Yeah, that dude.
Descendants.
And what's so creepy about that one is...
And he went from being one clown to another clown.
Yeah. Like this guy, Nick, he actually worked as a birthday clown type thing. And he preyed on boys.
Ronald?
Not Ronald.
Remember when there was freaking clowns going around in San Antonio?
That was cool, bro.
I kind of thought that was...
I never saw one, man. I wish I did.
What, a clown?
Remember back in 2016, I think?
Oh, the clown incidents.
There was people dressed as clowns.
Based off John... Because someone looked into... I don't know who it was, but someone looked into John Wayne Gacy. They looked into it, and they decided to use it as a... Because, Halloween, there were a lot of clowns. There was Halloween, they put clowns and people dressed up as clowns and stuff, and they go walking around. There were circuses, so of course I thought maybe that's one way to blend in and do stupid things.
Shit's crazy.
So it got out of hand. People use that to go kill, just freak people out, break into people's homes, and
I don't think they ever actually.
Well,
I think only 2 cases.
There were maybe a few cases of people getting hurt.
There's videos on the internet because I think it also went into Oklahoma. Maybe,
but I'm pretty sure there were chases though.
Yeah, they chased people, but people. If that dude just ran up to me and I was with me and my friends, I would just be like, "What you gonna do now?"
Honestly, I wouldn't.
They just run up so much afraid
of a
people
clown.
would just run away. There's videos of them in the cornfield and kids would just they'd be driving and they was.
Okay, I would do something maybe if they were. Okay, those who went to the field, I don't know what they were doing. They were just crazy. Those are going to cause more.
Yeah, because that's why it kind of made me
They were probably going to. Those are the ones that are
kind of jokes,
people.
but I feel like some people that actually are serial killers are going to dress up and
So that's what my thought was too. Those who went to the field or whatever were probably going to cause harm to anyone who came near them.
Yeah.
But so if I saw a clown like that just chilling around here, maybe in front of my place, and I'm with people or my friends or whatever, maybe if they just kept coming back around, I would just do something and step in. Yeah, I wouldn't I would just leave them alone for the most part. But if I saw a clown today, I would just kind of back away from, because who knows what they're actually trying to do. It happened once, so it could happen again.
You never know.
This reminds me of a video.
Most people who do these things, do these dress up as crazy things, and they all came from
movies
and things that happened back then.
Where's the video?
Yeah.
Jason Voorhees. Remember?
Oh my god, dude.
He sent that.
Yeah, it's funny.
Dude, there's a funny meme of a guy dressed up as Jason Voorhees, and he's chasing these kids and he falls. And they're just oh my god, are you okay? He's I can't find it.
Alright, it's all good. It's man, this has been a pretty good interview. We've gone all over everything. We talked about Korea, talked about ghosts, talked about food.
This is actually
talked about clowns.
Pretty might as well call it Clown Ghost Food Korea Guy.
We've touched all the bases.
Also, for those who like I said, Army. For those who are also trying to join the military, or Army, I also have a YouTube channel.
Yes, sir.
Plug yourself.
Plug yourself.
So
that camera. Let the people.
If you guys want to check me out on John Travels.
We got you, bro. We'll link it all.
Yeah, they'll link it on. I've only got one video on there, but hey, as I go further in my career in the military, and I continue to.
You're going to California next.
Yeah, California.
Cool place to vlog.
As I continue to continue in my career. I'll be making videos at some point when I settle in, giving advice. You know, sure, there's a lot of people who do that out there, but hey, I'll still do it. I'll put like videos out there, talking about things that the military does, what you can do to prepare yourself for like, if you're trying to go in, you're worried about basic or anything. I can put like videos out there to kind of give you tips and stuff.
That's
I'll be
true.
ready.
You could. What was I gonna say? I had one more thing.
Well, we're all gonna hang out tomorrow before Jaden, so we'll be able to shoot one more episode.
That is true.
We'll just do it. Cody's gonna be there too, or Michael.
Cody's pulling up.
I don't know. I just know we were all gonna hang out with Michael before.
Cody sausage.
Yeah, we saw someone. We saw
he used to be
Dominic
on
Gloria.
some person who used to be on our drill team, but then he left.
And I was like, yeah, like, I saw Cody. It's like Cody Sausage. Cody's last name is Kielbasa, and it's a sausage. It's a famous sausage family.
Kielbasa sausage. It's actually pretty good if you've ever had it. There's a.
I've been friends with this dude for how many years?
Dude, you should try it. It's pretty good sausage, bro.
He's never hooked me up.
Yeah. All right, so we'll link all of John's stuff down in the description below if you want to go subscribe to him, check out his stuff. Thank you for being on the cast, and
it's good to have you.
Thanks for having me on.
It's really nice to see you.
Before we leave, where are you gonna? Oh, yeah, I remember. Where are you gonna be stationed in California?
Fort Irwin, California. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm gonna be after the next 2 years.
What city is that close by?
I'm not too familiar with the area, but
is it more north or middle? Or because my dad was stationed out in on Travis Air Force Base, and that's where I was born, which is up north by like kind of near Sacramento, on the outskirts of it. Not really, but that's the closest big city it's by. So that's where I was. You're kind of close to Los Angeles.
Yeah, and Vegas too.
Yeah. Oh, you're right in between Las Vegas and Los Angeles.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool
San
spot.
Bernardino.
Bro, you got to take some trips over to Vegas.
What he was saying is, I told him it's kind of convenient because our squad's been wanting to take a road trip, and we were wanting to go east. We were wanting to go east, but
you mean west?
No. I originally with Marco and then we wanted to take a road trip like east.
Oh, to New York. I remember
talking
about that. Yeah.
But like since he's going to be in California, we can go west, and we can pass through New Mexico.
There's a lot of
even Colorado.
My grandparents live in New Mexico, and they used to live in Socorro, which is a small city about an hour out from Albuquerque. But now they moved to Albuquerque because that's the only place that has like a real like hospital, like real stuff. Socorro's a really small town. Mm-hmm. It's like imagine how you would expect like a.
There's Mount San Antonio in California.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. But yeah, that's some future plans right there.
Oh, yeah.
And how we do. So yeah, I think that's the interview.
I'd be excited to go to LA again.
You want to wrap us up, or do you want to let our guests wrap us up, Nate?
Yeah, wrap it up, bro.
Practice the outro.
What will say?
Just subscribe to everything.
Big news. Just subscribe to their channel. Give a like.
Fuck kombucha. Try some kimchi. I don't know.
They can also hit that notifications button or whatever in case
you
want to keep updated on their next videos in the future.
Dude, we should definitely do a trip to LA.
And feel free to comment whatever you think about this video or any other videos.
What food would you not have liked to try?
Roast Nick in the comments as usual.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Like I said, like they'll put my YouTube channel.
We'll link all this stuff. Go follow.
Hit them up.
If you have any things you want to ask me, then I'll give you whatever answers.
Slide in the DMs.
If you're a girl, slide in his DMs. Hit him up.
And that's pretty much it for this video.
We'll see you guys on the next episode. Adios.